settle down. Today, we delve into the darkest of arts. Not a spell cast in shadow, but a silent, deliberate poison that can unravel the very fabric of your being. In the grand tapestry of human deceit, financial exploitation stands as a sinister thread that can unravel the very fabric of trust. Picture this, a seemingly loving partner who, beneath the mask of devotion, forges a crucible of dependency. When one individual weaponizes finances within a relationship, it creates a power dynamic that's as suffocating as it is insidious. Controlling the purse becomes a means to manipulate, to exploit, and to dominate. The exploited partner finds themselves trapped in a labyrinth, their autonomy eroded with each passing day. It's a silent betrayal that leaves deep emotional scars, often leaving individuals questioning their self-worth, trapped in a cycle of fear and obligation. You may look at this and see a symbol of prosperity. I see a weapon, a means of control. Your ability to comprehend the gravity of this issue is the first step toward your freedom. I urge you to look closer. Observe how decisions, big or small, hinge on another's approval. How you yearn to express opinion, to share dreams, only to find yourself held captive by the weight of their financial control. This is the harsh reality for many trapped in relationships where exploitation reigns. Consider the emotional toll it takes, living under the constant scrutiny of another's judgmental gaze is mentally draining. It's like walking on eggshells, always striving to anticipate their reaction, always striving to avoid confrontation. The joy of spontaneity, the freedom of choice, all sacrificed at the altar of financial dependence. And as time goes on, the situation may escalate. Picture yourself facing gaslighting tactics, where a loved one distorts reality to make you question your own sanity. They may minimize your concerns, trivialize your experiences, or even turn the table, accusing you of being the one at fault. In such cases, seeking external support becomes a beacon, reaching out to friends, family, or even professionals can offer a lifeline, helping you break free from the suffocating of the path to breaking free isn't always easy. Leaving a relationship where exploitation is prevalent can mean sacrificing a significant part of your support system. It's a tough decision that requires careful consideration, planning, and a great deal of courage. But remember this, you are not alone. There are resources available to help you navigate this challenging journey toward independence and peace. As we come to the end of this lesson, let me emphasize that recognizing the signs of financial exploitation within relationships is the first step toward reclaiming your life. It's about acknowledging the red flags, understanding the tactics of manipulation, and knowing that you deserve better than to live under the shadow of another person's financial control. Reach out, seek support, and take the necessary steps to protect yourself. Your well-being, your peace of mind, and your future are worth it. Now you see, it's like deciphering an ancient prophecy. The warning signs have been there all along, hidden in plain sight, waiting for your intuition to catch their subtle whispers. But, alas, many a soul has stumbled through life, blissfully unaware only to find themselves ensnared by the chains of betrayal. But fear not, for knowledge is the first ember in the fire of your empowerment. By recognizing these warning signs, you are arming yourself against the machinations of cosmic deceit. When the symphony of lies plays its discordant notes, you must tune your senses to detect the dissonance. When promises are broken like fragile glass, look beyond the shards and see the treacherous hand that dealt the blow. Moreover, understanding the root of betrayals is akin to wielding a shield against its onslaught. It often stems from envy, the insatiable desire of the deceiver to possess what the deceived has. Sometimes it's born out of desperation, a grasping at straws in the face of dwindling hope. Recognizing these motivations, dissecting them under the microscope of your intuition will grant you clarity. It will serve as a guiding light in the darkest labyrinth of deception. And let us not forget the power of empathy. While it should never come at the cost of your own well-being, truly understanding the why of the betrayal can pave the way for a more permanent separation. It doesn't excuse their actions, but it does open the door to healing, allowing you to move forward without the heavy cloak of resentment. For instance, consider a colleague who backstabs you at work, driven by nothing more than envy, while anger and hurt may be your initial reaction. Taking a moment to understand the root of their behavior might just be envy born out of insecurity. Once you've peeled back this layer, you can choose to respond with grace. You can focus on your own growth, letting their actions be their downfall, rather than allowing them to tarnish your own shining star. Remember, dear seeker, you hold the compass of your destiny in your hand. By tuning into your intuition, reading the subtle signs of cosmic deceit, and understanding the motivations behind the betrayal, you become the author of your own narrative. Don't be afraid to rewrite your story, to etch new chapters filled with authenticity and truth. For in doing so, you are not only healing old wounds, but also forging a future where betrayal has no hold over you. And if you feel lost or confused, reach out for guidance. Seek solace in the wisdom of others who have navigated similar treacherous waters. Their experiences, their insights, and their strength can be a source of light in your darkest moment. Trust in the journey, embrace the growth, and know that you are stronger than any betrayal that may come your way. Navigating the cosmic expanse can often feel like wandering through a labyrinth of illusion. Much like a seasoned potion master, you must first gather the ingredients for this potent brew of awareness. One such ingredient is understanding the various techniques of emotional manipulation. These can range from the subtle gaslighting tactics of making you question your own memory and perception, to the manipulative charm of playing the victim. Each tactic is a note in the symphony of deceit, and by understanding them, you are learning the language of emotional manipulation. Next, add to this brew the understanding of the darker aspects of human psychology. Delve into the motivations of those who wield emotional manipulation as a weapon. Uncover the roots of their behavior, be it envy, desperation, or a thirst for power. Knowing your enemy, as they say, is half the battle. But there's another crucial element to this potion. and that is recognizing the signs within yourself. Emotional manipulation often leaves invisible scars, instilling doubts, fears, and insecurities. Learning to identify these signs in your own emotional landscape is vital. It's akin to having an early warning system, alerting you to the presence of manipulative forces in your life. For example, imagine constantly feeling drained after spending time with a particular individual, or picture a situation where you second-guess your own judgment, questioning whether you are overreacting or misinterpreting events. These could be your intuition's way of signaling that you're in the midst of emotional manipulation. Finally, you must add a dash of healthy skepticism to this mix. It's not about doubting everything, but rather approaching situations with an open mind, gathering all the facts, and considering multiple perspectives before forming an opinion. This approach will serve as a safeguard against the illusions woven by those who seek to deceive. As you continue to stir this cosmic concoction, remember that each interaction is a chance to practice these skills. Each conversation, a lesson in decoding the subtle tactics of emotional manipulation. With each passing experience, your intuition will grow sharper, your discernment will deepen, and your ability to navigate the deceptive currents of life will become second nature. You are the architect of your reality, the weaver of your destiny. Trust in the journey. Embrace the growth, and know that you are capable of deciphering the most intricate cosmic